How much stimulus have you been given this year? Did you get a stimulus check earlier on this year? And if you did, how much was it? Did it actually work? Did it actually provide yourself and your family with some type of relief? Maybe you received some type of unemployment or rental assistance. If you did that provide you and your family with some type of financial relief? If it did, great. That was the purpose of this stimulus. However, we all know the American people need more stimulus, and we need it now. The American people cannot survive on less than $6 per day, which, if you add it all up, essentially that $1,200 stimulus check was worth less than $6 per day over the last 5 months. It's ridiculous. The American people need help, and more governors, more and more mayors are now starting to see that the federal government is not coming to our relief fast enough. So they are stepping up and providing the relief to their residents. Even Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont said, and I quote, "The Federal Reserve, blue and red state governors, I think business leaders know we need a real stimulus. We know that we are slowly having to close down different pieces of our economy due to COVID, and it's going to have an impact on GDP, and more importantly, it's going to have an impact on unemployment and families. If you want to make sure that this is not a deep recession, but a shallower recession, you sure as heck better get some sort of relief package out there now." Even one chief economist said, and I quote, "With the GOP on track to maintain their Senate majority, a big stimulus package is likely off the table. Since negotiations on Phase 4 stimulus began in August, it's been clear that Mitch McConnell did not have the votes for anything larger than $500 billion. That's unlikely to change after the election. If anything, Republicans in Congress will feel emboldened by the outcome of the election and reassured in their fiscal stance. Having Biden in the White House will not help and might actually make a deal more difficult to achieve." So what does this truly mean for stimulus? Well, the first thing I can tell you is this means we need to look more locally for the stimulus that is available. As more local authorities begin sending stimulus to their residents, more governors, more mayors will start to see what is happening around the country and will start to do the same thing. I know that right now, more people are needing help than ever before, so I put together a list. It's a very simple list of different places and different ways that you can collect stimulus in different cities, different counties that are offering stimulus to the American people. Here's just a handful of this stimulus available right now. If you do not live in one of these cities or counties or states and you cannot, get anything out of this stimulus, just understand that more cities, more counties, and more states are providing stimulus as we speak. They first have to go through the process of getting this approved, and then they can provide it to the American people and their residents. So just be patient. It is coming. It's just coming very slow. First off, we have the city of Davis in Yolo County, California. They will be issuing grants of up to $4,000 to pay for rent and utilities. In order to receive a up to $4,000 grant to pay for your rent and utilities, you must be able to show proof of hardship. This includes something like a late payment on rent or no payment on rent. Could be something like an eviction notice. Could be something as simple as you couldn't pay your bills for, let's say, a car payment, health insurance, or something of that sort. So any proof of hardship will work. The Kansas Eviction Prevention Program, also KEPP, will provide up to $5,000 in rental assistance through the CARES Act for anybody that missed rent payments or landlords that have not been able to collect rent payments either. In order to receive this up to $5,000 rental assistance or landlord payment, you need to also show proof of hardship. A landlord does not need to show proof of hardship. A landlord just needs to show proof of delayed or late payments. On Monday, this coming Monday, November 9th, the Denver City Council will vote on the second wave of rental assistance for their state. This would provide struggling renters with rent for as much as 80% of their monthly rents for up to 3 months. This has been something that they have already done. The Denver City Council has already passed millions of dollars for the rental assistance program for their state. However, it ran out, and it was a clear sign that more was needed. So that's exactly what they're going to vote for on Monday. This means we could see a potential bill for rental assistance in Denver, for the state of Denver, or the state of Colorado. We could see more of this very soon. Okay, so if you live in Denver, this could potentially be a good sign for you. On Monday, Arkansas is there, and the Arkansas Fresh Start program will begin accepting applications for their rental assistance program as well. This program will be for $10 million to pay out to residents in the state of Arkansas. This is really good news. This also means you could potentially receive up to 2.5 months of rent to be paid at max. It would be a one-time payment. It would go directly to your landlord, and it doesn't just include back rent. It includes your current rent as well. So it could be this month plus 1.5 additional months of rent. In Madera County, California, small businesses have until November 13th. The deadline is coming up, okay? The deadline is next week, and small businesses have until November 13th to apply for a business grant. Currently, it is unknown as to how much money this grant will provide, but anything as of right now will help out many small businesses that are currently struggling. Also, in the state of Colorado, they will be issuing $375 stimulus checks to people who were on unemployment recently. So if you have been on unemployment since March, anytime throughout that period, through March till now, then you can qualify for a $375 stimulus check from the state. This is small, but it is something. You have to prove that you are having some type of hardship. Again, it could be a late rent payment, it could be a late car payment, could be anything like that. But if you can do this, if you do have any hardship that you can prove, you could potentially be getting $375. Again, it is small, but it is something. As of 8 a.m. on Wednesday, November 4th, which was 2 days ago, Orange County, Florida residents could begin applying for a $1,000 stimulus check through the state. In order to receive this, you must show proof of hardship in order to qualify. In most of these programs, you have to show proof of hardship. This is exactly what these counties and these states are trying to prevent, is the PPP program, which was pretty much a forgivable loan to small businesses. When the government offered that, many businesses went out there, even though they didn't have any hardship, they went out there, applied for this loan, got a forgivable loan, and pretty much received free money from the government. Right now, these states and these counties are trying to prevent that, which is the number one reason why you have to show proof of hardship. Now, these last two stimulus checks are what many experts are predicting will happen throughout the country if, and only if, there is no clear sign of future federal aid coming from the U.S. government. If Congress does not pass an additional stimulus package, then these states and these counties will most likely step up if they can. This is a good sign that these states and counties are providing relief when the federal government cannot do so. So as of right now, that's what we know. That's all I have for you. But as always, as I know more, I promise I will share more. Just want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you think there's somebody out there, that your friend or family or coworker that you know of that could benefit from this information, do them a favor. Go ahead, like this video, but mainly share this video over on Facebook so your friends, family, and coworkers can see this information as well. So just want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you have a wonderful Friday, an incredible weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one.